Listen, can we get on here and talk about gold diggers at the workplace? Yes, I said it. Gold diggers at the workplace. So what I mean by that is that some people don't care where they get the help from, who they use, how they use them, just as long as they get the help. Because unfortunately, people don't want to overextend themselves. They don't want to do the work. They don't want to do the self-healing to fulfill the lack, space, or void that is existing in their life. So what they'll do is they'll project on the other people, right? And sometimes, like when you're new to a job, or you're new to a department, or say someone who is just new to you, right? They've seen you around, but they've never taken the time to really try to get to know you. And unfortunately, sometimes those gold diggers will try to leech onto you, attach themselves to you. And so if you are familiar with my channel, I've made a couple of recent videos where I talked about, the crazy coworker, which is like a narcissist, a stalker, a bully, monitoring spirit, all of the above, right? And so I'm making this video, and I hope and pray that it blesses you, because we live in a time where a lot of people are self-medicating, and sometimes like people live with guilt, or they suffer in silence, or and self-medicating is a bill, right? And it adds to the stress, it adds to the drama, because at some point, when you're dealing with the devil, and that's what my coworker is, this is what this monitoring spirit is, because you can't serve two gods at the same time, right? You're going to love one and hate the other. And people who are like Christian and have a relationship with Jesus Christ, they don't go out of their way to project on other people, or to try to disrupt other people's lives, right? Or interfere with their work. And so I make these videos because I don't want anybody to feel alone. I don't want, anybody to not recognize the signs. So when you work with people, you learn a lot about them, right? Like you learn how they manage money, if they're always broke, if they're prepared, if they run late, how they dress. A lot of times people will have like sidebar conversations, right? And so you might even learn what I like to call useless knowledge. And so because you're there just to work, you fill out the application, you're playing nice in a sandbox. If you make friends along the way, fine. But if not, it's okay, because you've learned how to get friends and maintain those relationships. Toxic people, narcissists, they don't maintain relationships because they're selfish and not selfless. And that's how I keep on having this unnecessary drama with my coworker. So what had happened is that January 10th of this year, 2025, they're always trying to create drama, instigate drama. So when I'm off the clock, I'm off the clock. So they'll do things, and they will try to like wait for me to, clock out and exit the building, try to walk out with me, just unnecessary encounters, right? Because although our job description has similarities, we do completely different jobs. That's why my desk is in the back office and their desk is in the front office. I've been trained how to do their job. They don't know how to do my job. Would not be good at my job because it requires being nice to people. And I'll tell you about that. Unfortunately, they don't care about customers and being nice to them. Fast forward, before I tell you about January 10th of 2025, we actually had a handicapped husband and wife come in. So I don't know if she was actually disabled or if she had recently had surgery, but he was pushing her in a wheelchair, and that was enough for me. So it wasn't my customer, it was their customer. But you know how sometimes you go to certain locations and they have double doors, so they have the first entry door, then they have like a small hallway, and then they have a second door. So this person Could have easily held the door open for them when they first came in, and definitely held the door for them when they were leaving. But this person does not care. You know, they only want you to serve them and suck up to them and befriend them, but they don't care about the needs of other people. And if you know anything about customer service, 9 times out of 10, a good company would tell you that the customer is always right. And so treat the customer exactly how you would want to be treated. Now, they know that this person's had several complaints by customers and also by other coworkers. But for some reason, it falls on deaf ears and nobody cares. And I make these videos in hopes that it helps you. So 1, you know that you're not alone. 2, you should always stick up for yourself. Even in my situation, if you tell HR and they don't care, and you know they try to shame you for it and laugh at you and poke fun and make very light of the situation, obviously they know something's up if I've gone to HR 5 times, right? And I'm not going to silence my voice, even to the point of making these videos and posting them on my channel, because right is right and wrong is wrong. And everybody should be treated the same. Nobody should, you know, be discriminated against, especially not the way that I've been treated. I've been discriminated against several times. And so somebody would say, well, why not just quit and find another job? Well, you could say that, but then you could also say, why aren't they handling this situation? Because isn't that what HR is for? Isn't that what management is for, right? Because one thing I know about Satan, you can run, but you can't hide. There's bad people everywhere. And so a monitoring spirit, different body, same spirit, right? And so when you're God's child and you serve Jesus Christ and you're nice to people, people will try to like attach themselves to you. But fast forward back to January 10th of 2025, I'm off the clock, heading to my car. This person is always waiting for me because they're a gold digger. I don't even think they like me. I don't even think they want to be friends with me. I just think they want to use me, right? And they try to bully me and intimidate me to try to get me to see things their way. And so when that doesn't happen, it's kind of like you can only ignore people who want to be ignored. I've learned that a long time ago. You cannot talk to somebody, you cannot make eye contact, but this person intentionally parked next to my car. My car was the only car over there, wasn't messing with anybody, wasn't doing anything. Not only did they park their car next to my car, they positioned it in a way for both of our driver's doors to be on the same side at the same time, which means that my car was backed in and they had pulled in. They couldn't stop there. They had to get out their car and pretend to clean off snow, but there was no snow on anybody's car. I had somebody like, hey, because you always need a witness, right? And I was like, just walking me over to my car. As soon as they noticed I wasn't going to go over there by myself because I don't trust them. And because they're not held accountable for anything, right? So why? You always got to be smart, not put yourself in that position. When the devil sets a trap, just don't fall into it, right? So when they see that I'm not gonna just go over to them, I don't trust them, right? When somebody shows you who they are, believe them the first time. They get in the car and they drive away. So I'm making this video because I don't want you to suffer in silence. I don't want you, you know, try to self-medicate. It's another bill, and it doesn't help the problem. It just adds to it, right? Jesus Christ loves you. God bless you. He said, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Don't touch my anointed. Do my anointed no harm. So my name is Nicole. I'm your motivational speaker and your relationship coach. God bless you. Jesus Christ loves you. Bye.